Hey everyone, this video will be about stretching tips and tricks. Hopefully your coach or captain already has a little warm-up routine arranged and you guys do it every time before practice or comps, because obviously guard is a very rigorous activity, so you don't want to get injured as a result of exercising with cold muscles that aren't warmed up. So let's start with talking about the difference between static stretching and dynamic stretching. So static stretching is where you take your muscle and you pull it to its limit, then you hold it there for a couple of seconds. This is static stretching. Dynamic stretching is using more of a motion. So holding my arms up to warm up my shoulders, and then starting some circles, gradually making larger circles. This is more of a dynamic activity because I'm engaging my muscles to warm them up. So I did not know this until recently, but static stretching is not the best type of stretching for performance. Static stretching is better for flexibility, and then dynamic stretching is going to be better for performance. There's been several studies on this. I'll put the link down below. My guard used to mix both, so some dynamic stretches, which would be across the floors, and then also static stretches, like basic leg stretches, splits, things like that. So many common stretches are actually yoga poses. And yoga is not just for like hippie chicks, your rich aunt, and it's not just for women either. Men need to stretch as well. And if you think yoga is just too slow and boring, then you're probably doing it wrong. Have you heard of acro yoga? It's some really intense stuff. Every time I stretch at home, I prefer to use my yoga mat, and it was only from Five Below, so it's not a big investment, and that way I don't slip. I can slip on the carpet, or I can slip because of my socks, so also make sure to do it barefoot. It's important to remember to warm up before even doing these stretches. Stretch your wrists and everything else that you normally do first before trying these. And also, it's okay if you can't go as far as I can or some other videos that you see where people are extremely flexible. It takes time to get there, so don't expect to be able to go into a position extremely quickly and breeze through it. This takes a lot of time. I'm not a personal trainer, so these are just exercises that I do to help my flexibility. I've also found several of these online. I can definitely link those websites below. One last thing, make sure you are continuing to breathe while you're in these poses. It may be tempting to hold your breath, but keep breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Lay on your back with knees bent and heels touching. To deepen the stretch, pull your heels in closer or rest your hands on your thighs for slight added weight. You may want some extra padding for this stretch. Spread legs apart until you have a comfortable stretch. Put hips in line with knees. Make sure your legs are out straight behind you. Bring knee to chest and take leg across the body. Try to keep shoulders on the ground. Look the opposing direction. Keep breathing. There are a lot of hamstring stretches out there, but here are some we do in yoga. Imagine you're creating an L shape with your body, pushing your belly button toward your thighs. Don't go too deep into the stretch immediately. Pump out your legs to loosen the hamstrings. Then try and deepen the stretch by engaging the shoulders and pressing palms to the floor. Point your toes the direction of the leg you want to stretch. Bend over, hinging at the hips and engaging the back and hips. Bring one leg up to the hands. Keep shin straight, trying to make a 90-degree angle at the knee. Send the other leg straight back. If you can't get this low, put something under your left glute to help support you. For a deeper stretch, lean over. You will need back and leg flexibility to do scorpion. Here are some back flexibility exercises. Variation of this position is very simple. Simply reach your arms up and lean back to stretch your back. To do Cobra, place your hands firmly on the mat and press up. If this is comfortable, press up farther. Engage your shoulders. Spread legs toward the edges of the mat and reach towards your head. Lean back with your neck. Exit the pose as slowly as you entered. This will take time to build up back flexibility. Flip your hands over and place them by your shoulders. Stand up through the legs and press forward, opening the chest. Step closer to your hands with your feet for a deeper stretch. Come out of this position slowly. Place palms on heels and lean back, engaging shoulders, stomach, core, and back. Now I want to focus on some places that we should be stretching, but maybe we overlook them because we just don't think about it. Plant toes firmly into the ground. Sit up on them. Press your heels together to feel a deeper stretch. Place hands on the ground in different directions and lean back and forth to warm up your hand flexors and extensors. Use your legs to offset excessive weight. Don't cause yourself any pain in the wrist. Start on your hands and knees or in a tabletop position and slide your hands down, leaving your hips square above your knees. Then, put one of your arms out, pressing down into your shoulders. Hold on to thigh to support leg and point and flex the toe. While pointing and flexing, turn side to side from the ankle. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend.